I thought that I never gonna love anywhere else aside from Thai, but I was wrong. I love Toronto very much.
Hi, I'm Nuit Regular. We're in the kitchen with foodism and blanc de chambre. Oh my gosh! That camera. Let's make pad Thai.
When I was in high school, I actually find a way to make some extra money. I decided to start to sell some pad Thai, put in a little bag and have some chopstick on the side. And I have a very wealthy high school year. I get to feed my friends and they were like, wow, the pad Thai is so good. And I was like, yes. And I got a name after that. People will call me Nuit Pad Thai.
So to make pad Thai, just add the shrimp in first. And now get the tofu in.
Growing up in Thailand is the best. I surrounded myself with the beautiful nature and we live in a small village before I get to move to the bigger town and get to experience different parts of Thailand. One thing that I remember is how struggling our family was. Growing up in a poor family, and I always look at things that how can I make my life better. That's why I always work harder and look at my mom who tried to work hard to provide for the family, and really all those things that you learn and you spend time and bonding with your mom just build me who I am today. PAI is a small city in northern of Thailand and have a friendly people there. They have a rich culture. I met my husband Jeff back in PAI when he was a backpacker and I was a nurse. We grow our relationship. 5 years after that, I end up here in Canada. This year will be 15 years in Toronto. I thought that I never gonna love anywhere else aside from PAI, but I was wrong. I love Toronto very much. It's a diversity of people and it's allowed me to change my career, which I never ever planned about it.
So we add the shallot in, stir, stir, stir. I'm gonna add pad Thai sauce.
Opening Sukhothai in 2008 was the first restaurant I opened in Canada. We had no experience. We have no idea what we are doing. The only way that I want my food to be is to be true to the culture that I grew up and I cook Thai food. So I decided to follow the tradition. I know that Thai people love to eat that way. We make sometimes $50 a day, and people that walk into and eat the food was like, this is the best meal of my life. And I said, that is what I want to hear. From that time, 12 years, 13 years in, I look back and I was like, when did all this happen? We have hundreds of people working for us, and I walk into the kitchen and I see new people because we have to train more people. And I said, wow, you know, without Sukhothai, there is without me today.
Add the noodle in. Now you add eggs in it. So spread the noodle. So this way it's get cooked both ways, the bottom and the top.
PAI Uptown is like another dream that I never ever thought of, but opportunity came and having to have a high ceiling to hang my lantern light and get to design a new kitchen again, you know, it's just like a wonderful experience. I cannot wear a head chef hat because I never been trained. So then I realized my family back in Thailand, they wrap their head like this. My grandma wrapped her head during the often time because it's cold out there. It makes me more confident because I feel like all my ancestors just look upon me and blessing me for what I'm doing.
The last thing we add chives, and bean sprout.
The flavor of pad Thai, you can imagine when you look at the brown color of the noodle, when you bite to them, it has a little bit tangy, sweet, a little bit spice in there. It has such a comforting, when you eat it with like cold beer, it's so good together, especially if you add a little bit more spice in your pad Thai, and the bubble in the beer, it actually cool down the spice in your mouth as well. Chef Nuit Pad Thai, it's a very special Pad Thai that I'd like everyone to try. And I love to read Little House on the Prairie. Oh my God. I kind of hoping that what's gonna happen to me, right? I was like, they said, Jeff said, well, let's come to Canada, and I said, yeah, okay. I get to see all the Little House on the Prairie, like that ideas, jungle and like a snow, and well, he just drove the car, picked me up, and drove it into a condo. I was like, this is not like what I dream of. And then go up to the top, and it's like, how many floors you have here? And he said 28 floors. I said, oh my gosh, I came from what do you call it? You came from Earth, right? And then you have to be up there, and I couldn't sleep. I was like, what is this?